Hello and welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm painting a wizard guy. Some mysterious wizard in a cloak. Did a pretty loose sketch. Not doing much, just holding a staff. Wanted a dark background. Wanted to play with two basic colors, red and blue. Let's see what I can come up with. I love these kind of sketches because I wasn't planning on anything. Just kind of seeing where it took me. And these kind of sketches are the most fun for me. Just playing around. Heavily using this new texture brush I made. Absolutely loving it. Just trying to work on the light and dark. The light's coming obviously from the top right corner of the screen. As I was doing this painting, I realized I was playing a little bit with the edges. Lost and found edges. So I thought that might be a good time to talk about what I did and why I did it, I guess. So basically there's two edges that I was playing around with, and lost and found, hard and soft edge, probably the same thing. Um, so usually the hard edge, I think, is used a lot for the high contrast areas or the focal point or any area you want to emphasize. I know my eye tends to always go to the harder edge because it's the most defined area. And the lost edge is the part where you don't really want the viewer to look. It's just, it kind of fades off and breaks apart to the background. So it's a way of focusing the viewer's eye on what you want them to see. So for my hard edges, I've been using the round brush, a hard round brush, or altered round brush that I shaped into an oval. Super crisp, and that's kind of how I get my hard edge. For the lost edge, as you can see on his shoulder and his staff, where I kind of lost the edges there, I'm using this mixer brush I made with an applied texture. And what I do is I go over it once I paint whatever form is, and I take the mixer brush and I pull it off. I just push it off into the background, giving it that broke edge look. So by no means you need to have edges for a successful painting. I think you can. There's plenty of beautiful paintings I've seen with a hard round brush, as long as the foundation is successful. Just think of edges like icing on the cake. You don't need it, but if you have both, icing and the cake, it's better. Just adds visual interest. This was a fun painting because I got to explore a lot with the texture of his cloak. Put some little designs on there. I deliberately chose a dark background because I wanted to show how I can make the edges fade off into it, break apart. So with this guy, I knew that in the shadows, I wanted to lose a lot of the edges, almost fade off, like where his sleeve is touching the staff. And even the staff itself on the bottom portion, it kind of breaks apart. I'm giving enough information, I think, that the viewer can see that the staff goes all the way to the floor, but it's not what's important. Kind of giving that ghostly, really mysterious feeling to this little wizard guy. So I was looking at this painting, I was like, he's missing something. Oh yes, the infamous wizard beard. So there you go. I gave in, but I do like the result, so hence why it's a cliche. It works. Play around with it. Play around with the edges of your next piece you have. It can give a lot of neat qualities to your painting. Visual interest. It's like feeding the viewer things to look at, you know? And it can be used for not only this fading off, like the shoulder up on his right shoulder. I actually wanted to emphasize that lost edge, and I think you can see it there. All right. So here's the finished piece. Hope you like this mysterious guy. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Take care.